all began with the founder of Porsche, Ferdinand Porsche. In 1931 he founded Porsche GmbH, a company specializing in engine building and vehicle design. During World War II, Porsche constructs the people's car, the iconic VW Beetle. After the war, Porsche achieves first racing success with the Porsche 356. In 1961, Porsche opens its first engine development center near Stuttgart. Only 3 years later, Porsche's evergreen, the 911, is introduced. To the resentment of many brand advocates, in 1997, Porsche extends its model range with an entry-level roadster, the Boxster, followed after by the controversial Cayenne and the Panamera in 2003 and 2009 respectively. In comparison to its competitors, Porsche holds a less extreme and more centered brand position. A closer look at the model lineup reveals the reason for this. By offering cars in all luxury car submarkets, Porsche widened its customer base. With the introduction of new models like the Macan, the brand not only reaches sports car enthusiasts, but also families with the need for luggage space and everyday usability. From a niche manufacturer, Porsche transformed into a brand with mass appeal. Financially, Porsche's diversification strategy paid off, making it the most profitable car brand in 2012. Using the strategy curve model helped reveal competitors' differentiating factors, leading to brand strength. The first dimension where Porsche sets itself apart is the fostering of brand heritage. When it comes to integrating motorsport history into the brand's ID, only the Italian arch-rival Ferrari comes close. By participating in major racing series, Porsche continues this legacy and uses the insights gained in the development of street cars. On everyday usability dimensions, Porsche also scores highest. Since its inception, the 911 is the only model in its class which offers back seats, while the more lifestyle-positioned cars like the Panamera match the comfort of less dynamic alternatives. The least expensive Porsche costs 51,000 euros. Its closest competitor Jaguar commands at least 65,000 euros for the F-Type, making Porsche the bargain in the luxury segment. Racetrack performance is another category where Porsche distinguishes itself. No other car brand achieved as many top 10 lap records at what is considered the industry benchmark, the Nürburgring Nordschleife, further enhancing the sport cars division's reputation. Dimensions like motor, design and transmission were clustered under craftsmanship. While Porsche markets this as a point of differentiation, the driving performance of its competitors' cars are equal, rendering this a hygiene factor and point of parity. What differs is the sensation of driving. Mechanical noise, vibrations, acceleration and speed are all individually perceived and self-enticing. Relevance is another important factor for brand strength. Because of the high price tag, general household penetration is marginal. However, within the luxury segment, Porsche's relevance as an aspirational brand is increasingly high. The product diversification extended its potential customer base, appealing to a larger audience. With varying configuration levels on the same base model, the brand refines its customer targeting even further and can now equally aim at purists, status seekers and collectors. By introducing scarce special edition models, Porsche further potentiates the desire and relevance of its products. In regards to brand stature, a survey from 2006 by Y&R conveys that Porsche is a highly esteemed brand. When brand knowledge was tested, it quickly became clear that the recognition value is high. We further wanted to find out if people's perceptions match the associations which Porsche's marketing efforts try to induce.
When I think about Porsche, I think about sports car, passion for motorsport, and German quality car manufacturing.
Luxury, expensive, German.
Luxury, sports car, and classic.
The combination of both high brand strength and stature make Porsche a leadership brand and help explain why it ranks 12th in Interbrand's top 50 German brands list. The value ladder will help us better understand how the brand fulfills customers' needs. Buyers not only enjoy the functional product features, but ultimately benefit from an emotional value that underlies a selling proposition. Porsche builds on high performance and quality, enabling the joy of everyday luxury and unique design. Owning a Porsche provides emotional benefits like perceived status and power, the feeling of exclusivity and passion. In the end, a Porsche is not just another sports car. It's a superior machine embodying German craftsmanship and building on decades of racing heritage. What is a good value proposition worth if a brand is not able to overcome transaction barriers? Porsche minimizes time and place boundaries by investing in a broader distributor network in all important target markets. Entry-level models like the Boxster, Porsche can reduce cost barriers and become a more accessible brand. Varying product elements like motor, transmission type, or aerodynamics allows Porsche to skim purchasing power and lower cost barriers even more. Another way how the brand diminishes cost barriers is by offering high-value warranties, thereby minimizing the risk of future expenses for the buyer. To remove performance barriers, Porsche equips its cars with electronic driver aids that make the experience safer. Furthermore, driver trainings are offered. From a financial perspective, Porsche's brand extensions are very successful. But because the brand offers even more products under the same umbrella, it becomes increasingly challenging to stay consistent with the brand identity. Porsche is no longer the company that just created the 911. The brand evolved into something new. By widening the product range and keeping up with technological progress, Porsche faces a status quo bias, where existing customers develop a strong emotional bond with the product they're used to, making them reject radical innovations and idolizing the past. Change leads to uncertainty, and following the loss aversion theory, an alteration of the core product can cause the perception of a loss, which weighs more than the gain through product improvement. That's why it's so important for Porsche to carefully integrate changes and not destabilize customers' mental constructs fundamentally. In 2014, Porsche launched a plug-in hybrid supercar, the 918 Spider. With this hybrid car, Porsche set a new lap record on the Nordschleife racetrack. Why is this technology showpiece important for the brand? Because customers' association maps were challenged. Their perception of hybrids being unsporty was refuted, causing cognitive dissonance and subsequently inducing an attitude change. This modification in the consumer's belief system paved the way for Porsche to introduce hybrid technology in future performance powertrains for their whole product range. When Porsche first launched the Cayenne and the Panamera, a purist group of customers and the mighty automotive press interpreted this as an attack on the core brand identity. For Porsche, this diversification made sense economically, as it opened up the brand to new customers that formerly bought from other manufacturers. Plus, Porsche could leverage synergy effects as part of the VW group. With these two controversial models, Porsche entered a new product category, introducing cars for a similar application but targeted at a different segment. While the function was the same, the usage situation changed from born on the racetrack to a value proposition based much more on everyday usability. While this factor is already differentiating Porsche from its competitors, at a certain degree it undermines the idea of Porsche as a manufacturer of dynamic cars. In January 2016, Porsche already sold more Cayenne and Macan SUV models than sports cars in North America. With the opening of the museum, Porsche already started to create a love mark, inspiring loyalty beyond reason. Love marks are owned by the people who adore a brand, buy or talk about it, ensuring that even though attractive substitutes are present, the love mark dominates the picture. In order to achieve both love and respect for the brand, Porsche needs to play with mystery, sensuality, and intimacy. Sensuality could be achieved by creating a world of experience, for example in London's Saatchi Gallery. In a special exhibition, Porsche could feature iconic cars and have ex-racing drivers talk about their intimate relationship with the brand. Interactive multimedia content would further stimulate all senses and give people exclusive insights behind the curtains of the development of new cars. An official Porsche club would be created to strengthen relationships, encourage commitment, passion and empathy for the brand. Members would be invited to aspiring events around the world and become a part of the Porsche story. This would result in the creation of love and respect for the brand and make Porsche a love mark.